unisex clothing, athleisure all the time, guys wearing leggings. Let's face it, men's fashion is becoming increasingly feminized. But if you're watching this video, I imagine you want to dress in a more traditional, masculine way. You want outfits that make you feel confident, that make you look strong and capable. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you how you can achieve this by changing 5 things about the way you dress. Tip 1 to look more masculine: wear suits and sports coats. A suit is the only garment specifically designed to enhance the male physique. That's because it brings your body closer to the golden ratio proportions. That's where your shoulders should be significantly wider than your waist. And women are biologically hardwired to find this attractive. Just like you can't help but be attracted to a woman with wide hips and a narrow waist. A suit builds the shoulders up, sometimes with padding and sometimes without. But if you have naturally slight shoulders, I recommend choosing a suit that has more padding. Just as importantly, a well-cut, a well-tailored suit draws in at the waist and creates that V shape. That's what creates this golden ratio, this tapered aesthetic that is universally appealing. You might be thinking, but I don't wear suits. I'm not around people who wear suits. Well, look for opportunities. If you're going to a restaurant, yes, other men in that restaurant might not be wearing a suit, but would you be out of place if you did? Don't be afraid to stand out a little from the crowd in a world where men dress in an increasingly feminized and casual way. Personally, I wear blazers and sports coats more often than a full suit. Although more casual, these still enhance your proportions and make you look more masculine. In decades gone by, there were men's shoes and there were women's shoes. Now, everyone is wearing sneakers like some androgynous athleisure clone. So to develop a more masculine style, swap the sneakers for leather dress shoes or boots. From suede loafers to wingtip boots, there is a huge range of leather shoes out there to match all different types of outfits. When buying dress shoes, you need to get the best shoe you can for your money, and that's why I am delighted to be partnering with Thursday Boot Company on today's video. Thursday might be sponsoring today's video, but I have been a paying customer of Thursday long before they were interested in working with me. And the reason why is very simple. I think they offer the best shoes at this price range. You might be familiar with Thursday's boots, but they also offer a great range of classic dress shoes made from full-grain leather or suede and made with either a Goodyear welt or Blake stitch construction. This is really important, especially in the winter, as it helps keep the shoe watertight and durable. Lately, I've picked up a few new pairs from Thursday, including their Chairman Oxfords in cinnamon and the wingtip Aviators in chocolate brown. Both of these look fantastic either with a suit or a casual pair of trousers like grey wool flannels. I also picked up their Cavalier Chelsea boot in black, which I'll mostly be wearing at nighttime, especially if it's raining or snowing. And for those dry days, I've got their new Lincoln penny suede loafers in this beautiful cider color. And I still wear my double monks, my Oxfords, and my wingtip boots from Thursday, which I all bought with my own money and I absolutely love. Check out the link down below where you can shop all the styles you've seen in today's video and much more. I love my Thursdays and I know you will too. Think about the male body parts that women find most attractive. You're probably thinking biceps, chest, shoulders, abs. And while these are important, don't forget about your hands. The truth is, women are incredibly attracted to a man's hands, and unlike the other body parts, they're on display all the time. So you should bring attention to your hands by wearing a classic wristwatch. A watch is the only piece of jewelry a classic man truly needs, and it is the most masculine accessory. Rings, bracelets, necklaces, they can all look quite feminine, but you definitely can't say that about a watch. The most masculine style of watch is a dive watch. The rotating bezel, the pushers, and the typically larger case diameter look incredibly rugged, but can also be dressed up. Not only does a watch improve every outfit, But it's also a much more confident body language move to check the time on your wrist as opposed to reaching for your phone. And you don't need to go and spend thousands of dollars on a Rolex or an Omega. Brands like Seiko and Citizen make very affordable timepieces with a classic masculine aesthetic. If we're drawing attention to our hands, then our fingernails are also going to be noticed. A clean, confident man needs to have short fingernails that are free of dirt and grime. And that's why it's very important to give yourself a weekly manicure. There is nothing feminine about this. In fact, it's even part of the US Army regulations that a man must have short, trimmed nails. Cut your nails so there is no more than 1 to 2 millimeters of white showing, and file each one so they are even with no jagged edges. If necessary, remove dirt and grime from underneath the fingernail. If you have a habit of biting your nails, not only does this look very childish, but it's also incredibly unhygienic. If that's the case, I recommend applying clear anti-bite nail varnish to prevent this bad habit from continuing. Dressing in suits, shirts, and ties will all help you look more masculine. But particularly in the winter, look to rugged fabrics like tweed and wool flannel. These rough textures are more popular in men's wear than women's wear because they create a hardy, manly appearance. For example, a fine cardigan in cashmere looks much more feminine than one made of a cable knit wool with a big shawl collar. And if you don't own one already, I highly recommend picking up a Harris tweed sport coat, just like the one I'm wearing today. And it's even better if you can find one with leather or suede elbow patches. It adds an extra dimension of masculine texture. Gentlemen, before we wrap this video up, let's quickly remind ourselves of the tips to look more masculine. Number 1, wear tailored suits and jackets to create that golden ratio and flatter your physique. 2, switch your sneakers for a pair of leather dress shoes or boots. 3, wear a wristwatch to bring attention to your hands. 4, give yourself a manicure so you don't repel women with your long, dirty fingernails. And 5, wear rugged fabrics and textures to give your outfits a hardy, masculine finish. Remember to check out the collection of leather dress shoes using the link down below, and I'll see you gentlemen in the next video.